Greetings, meatbags. Raxxo has put out a new vision for his new channel, and we're here to bring some reality into his delusion. He also wants to, quote-unquote, clear some things up. This should be fun.
At all. I mostly just wanted to pop on here and talk about the direction of the channel.
Let's fix the damn mirror effect.
And everything that kind of led me up to making the decision that I made for the channel. And basically what's going to be happening from here on out. Basically what's going to happen is from here on out, here in like 10 days, I am going to be switching the name of the channel entirely to the name of my last stream, which is Unwritten Recovery, and that's for a very important reason. Over the last 8 years, I've been through hell and back. I've dealt with a lot of the worst shit that anyone could ever deal with. Everything from deaths in my family, deaths of friends, the loss of loved ones.
Deaths of friends and family, pretty much covered it all. Meatbaggy. When you put the word lost in after death, it sounds like you've misplaced your loved ones, dead or alive.
Uncle Knick-Knack?
Some of the darkest stuff that anybody could ever have to deal with. And it's not been easy. It's actually been very, very difficult. It's been very hard.
You've mentioned that, more than a shitload of times. Seriously, Raxxo, we all get it. You're a scampering map of pain and trauma. The funny thing is, you mostly bring it on yourself. Remember when the worst thing you were known for was stealing music? Oh, look, here's a fun memory from your Shadow Blade channel. 8 years ago. Remix of the diva song from The Fifth Element. Wow, that sounded competent. So there's obviously not a snowball's chance on Venus that you made it. Let's look around for a remix of... Oh, would you look at that? Bet it sounds very similar? Let's see. Yep, total ripoff. And let's face it, things haven't exactly improved since.
And this is something that I've seriously sat down with my family and some of my closest friends and actually talked to them about. And I know a lot of people are already going to have their opinions about me, and I'm sure there's people in the comments right now already, running their mouths, talking shit, whatever, and it is what it is. But I personally feel like ever since Music Biz Marty made me a target, I feel like a lot of people have a misconception about me.
We don't. You've shown who you are over and over.
And I truly feel like a lot of people have been robbed of getting to know the real me.
And over and over and over.
Because that me that Music Biz Marty made me into.
And over and over and over.
Yeah, that was me, but it wasn't me.
And over and over.
It's not who I wanted to be.
And over.
I never wanted to be that person.
And over and over.
That he morphed me into.
And over.
I never wanted to be that kind of person that lashed out and said stuff out of pocket.
And over.
I understand that, I said a lot of fucked up shit. And, and I get it.
And over and over and over.
But at the same time, I don't think a lot of people really understand that when I said those things, I was not in a very good state of mind.
We don't think you've ever actually been in a good state of mind.
I was dealing with so much in my life and was being attacked so fucking much. And my family was reaching out for help to all, you know, to everybody that we could. Like, we were all reaching out. You know, we were reaching out to police, to FBI, to detectives, Homeland Security. Like, we were reaching out to all these people for help. And at one point, I even reached out to the suicide hotline just to seek some sort of solace, to seek some sort of help. And unfortunately, we never got anything in return.
What exactly were you hoping for from the suicide hotline? You're alive, aren't you? Looks like they did their job. And as far as the police, they've already given you a solution. Get off the internet. Stop making yourself a target. See, Raxxo, it turns out there is nothing illegal about being mean to you, pointing out your thievery, lack of talent, and what a terrible person you are. Well, that's just the truth.
And that kind of led me down to that road of lashing out and saying stuff that I do genuinely and honestly regret. Like, I do genuinely regret a lot of the fucked up shit that I've said. I do regret a lot of the shit that I've done in my past, the way I've handled stuff. But when you're backed into a corner and you're being attacked so much, it's stressful. It really is stressful, and it's hard. It can be very, very difficult to deal with.
You're not in a corner. You've had an exit the whole time. Dunce.
And because my life got brought up so fast on the internet, because people started digging in to me so fast and just really looking into me like, oh, well, let's see this guy's past to see what he did. Like, I don't think anybody really got to know the real me, and I feel like a lot of you guys got robbed of that opportunity to actually get to know me as a person. A lot of you guys never got to see the fun side of me. You know, the side of me that's actually happy, that wants to do good, that wants to, you know, make you guys smile. The me that I used to be before all this. Because before all this stuff went down, yes, I was online, but I wasn't on YouTube at that time.
Bullshit detected. Meatbaggy, you've been on YouTube, by your own admission, since around 2010. The stolen mix we got off your Shadowblade channel was from 2016. Well before Marty found you in 2019. You can try changing history, but it just won't work.
When I first started doing live streams, I was on Facebook way back in the day. Like, that's where I started out at. And back then, I enjoyed it. I fully and truly, absolutely loved what I did. I really did. I absolutely enjoyed every second of it.
Did anyone else?
Because back then, I was just hanging out with my friends. I was, you know, doing local shows for my music almost every other week.
Got any proof?
I was, you know, working on a vlog channel that I had at the time. I also started doing a little bit of urban exploration at the time too, because there was a few places that have been since torn down that I decided that I wanted to explore, because Summit Lake has so much history behind it that I was like, yo.
So,
let me see if there's any really cool places that I can go.
You're a burglar.
Check out and see, like, whether they're old buildings, old landmarks, you know, doing whatever I could to kind of...
We're gonna speed this up a bit. It's nothing but more of his false history making, talking about so-called inspiration. He does bring up his terrible movie, The Darkness, though. Here's a link to our MST3K version of it, if you're interested.
And a happier life. And what I would eventually like to do is turn that into something. You know, put that on like clothing or, you know, what have you. But first, alright, give me 1 minute, guys, I'll be right back. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
Ah, yes, dinner time. All live streamers and video makers have to eat, just not necessarily in the middle of filming. Oh, well, let's see what else is on. No, not potato. Oh, here we go. Cobes talking about relationships. He's such an expert. Let's check him out while Raxxo is away.
Bollocks, I dropped the lighter. Here's the thing of it. When women are right, they will stay on point until you're on your knees and you're licking their cunts. You know what I'm saying? When they're wrong, they go rogue. They'll bring up shit you're insecure about. They'll insult your masculinity. They'll threaten you with to cut off sex. You know, they'll use their emotions. And it's cheesy and it's shitty, but it works.
Hey, Cobes, you've been in 2 relationships that we know of. The first one you fucked up by cheating in exchange for a cigarette. Gross. The second, Jessica, was not typical of a normal human being, let alone an average woman. You have no actual experience, and it's pretty obvious you're regurgitating someone's stand-up act.
The reason why men are not allowed to hit women is because men are tougher. Genetically speaking, and toughness, it depends on the situation, because there are some women who are tougher than men.
Well, technically, you're not supposed to hit men either, unless you're looking to see the inside of a jail. But more than that, you're talking about arguments. Arguments, Cobes, are battles of wit and intelligence. When you hit someone you're arguing with, man or woman, it just proves you're a sensitive bitch who has no comeback for whatever they said.
And there are some men who are more emotionally mature kind of thing. It just depends on the argument and the situation. But that's just it. I'm not here to have an argument. I'm here to make people understand women and men. Women and men are exactly the same. The only difference is that women give birth and men don't. And women are emotional creatures of habit.
Oh, and creatures of habit? That's also you. Time for a drink combo, a food hack, or something else you've made habits out of. Look at this. Here's another one. Gassing off like you have any clue what you're talking about.
And when men realize that they're the prize.
You're no prize either.
When men realize they're the prize because women crave a provider. That's what it is.
Well then, if that's the case, you're screwed. You don't provide for yourself, how the hell are you gonna provide for someone else? Shit, you couldn't even keep Puff alive.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be making TikToks about it. Granted, yes, I've had some shit luck with women, but I refuse to hate them just because of my experiences. That's not fair to them, because women have had shit experiences too. Thank you.
Yeah, just ask your crushes.
And there's like way too much pressure on people to date and have sex, and it's obnoxious. All I gotta say is wait till you're in college. Yeah.
All we can say is don't listen to this guy.
And if you want to increase your chances of getting some lady attention, fellas, man up and get some tactical soap. Coupon code King Cobra no longer works.
That's okay. The soap obviously isn't working for you either.
But the affiliate link, it makes a couple cents. It's a great way to provide support for Scott Carr. So check out Tactical Soap. I swear by that product. Tactical Soap is the bee's knees, man.
We'd swear you're full of shit.
And you know what kills me about it? I'm not trying to be a dick.
Yes, you are.
But like when women expect men to do everything, pay for everything, and then they bitch because men make more money, but then the second you divorce your man and you take all of his shit, including all of his money, you don't hear a peep out of these 304s. Oh. And then you want to bitch a bit about equality and how you want to be treated just like a man. Kiss my ass.
Luckily, that's never happened to you. Probably never will.
I'm all about gender equality because women and men both have it hard. There are double standards that affect both sides. And when you get women and men who are entitled to pussy and dick, you know, they act like they deserve it because they think they're such hot shit. It just sets a bad example for both sides. One of my fangirls was texting about this creep that's harassing her, and I'm like, dude, I don't care if she's got a man or not. You leave my fangirls the fuck alone. You don't fuck with my Cobra angels. You don't do it. You don't do it. Yeah, that fucking Cobra's coconut lime is fucking slamming. Mountain Dew, Bud Light Lime, and coconut rum. That's the shit. That's fucking fire. Caffeine, sugar, and alcohol. Yo. You can get into a lot of trouble with this drink combo that is beyond bloody smooth. Hold on one second. I'm not going to mention the fangirl's name because I don't want to drag her into the drama. I told her I wouldn't. But this Tim Lemon asshole is a piece of shit. He acts like he's so entitled to pussy. And it's like, dude, you'll catch honey with more flies. You know what I'm saying? Like, humans are entitled to a point. Everyone's entitled to a point. It's just how you go about doing things, you know. And you'll catch more honey with flies. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be nice to people. You can't expect...
You'll catch more honey with flies. Nice Cobes. You sure have a way with words. And it gets worse the more you drink. Oh, looking at the sound levels, we see Raxxo is gonna be back. See ya, Cobes.
You know, right, I'm back. I just had to grab dinner real quick. You like chicken noodle soup and go to some for dinner, which I'll be eating as soon as I get done with the video. But I don't know why I cool because it's freaking hot as hell, man. But, you know, like I was saying, you know, I just feel like, you know, that nobody has been holding any of these people that have attacked me responsible for what they've done. Like, I get where I made my mistakes. I do, I understand that. And, you know...
And he's right back into the pity party. Sadly, we have to stop for now. Between Easter, 420, and regular life stuff, time has been rather limited. Look for the second half tomorrow or Tuesday. Hope you had a lovely chocolate bunny Jesus day. And if you're not into that, we hope you just had a great weekend.